Hi, I've decided to do this video as a direct message, as a Chelsea fan, as a direct message to all Chelsea fans, and specifically the Chelsea board and Roman Abramovich. I hope, I hope that the board, someone from the board, someone in charge, or Abramovich himself, Roman Abramovich, can watch this video because I have a few issues that I need to raise, and I know I speak on behalf of a lot of Chelsea supporters. In reference to the 5-3 loss against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge just this weekend that has passed, while we were winning 2-1 at half time, and I'm here to express some concern because I have said it from day one. I have said it from the moment Jose Mourinho left, and you, Abramovich, sacked him or got rid of him, or God knows what happened. Only you and Jose knows what happened. He left. Since then, Chelsea has never recovered as a football club. Has never recovered to the ultimate winning ways that we had back then between 2004 and 2007. 6 trophies in 3 years, and the man still got fired or left, or there was a rift between you two or something. I don't know, but since then we haven't hit peak performance. You've gotten Scolari, Avram Grant, Ancelotti. Ancelotti won the double with Ray Wilkins, and then you fire Ray Wilkins, and suddenly Ancelotti doesn't have a clue what to do anymore because his communication barrier with the players isn't as good as it used to be. We all know what's been going on. Then you bring in Andres Villas-Boas, who I'm here to talk about. And I honestly thought when he got hired, he was going to do wonders for Chelsea as a football club and for the players, for the morale. I thought we were going to go back to the days of Mourinho. I thought that he was going to bring something special. Why? Because he worked under Mourinho for those 3 years. He saw what was going on. He knew what was being done. He knows what it takes to be successful for Chelsea as a club. And suddenly, he has conceded 15 goals in his first 10 games. That's the same amount of goals that Jose Mourinho conceded in his first season. I'm here to compare Mourinho and Villas-Boas because the whole media seems to be doing it and everyone seems to be doing it, and I'm here to explain why it's ridiculous, it's scandalous that you can compare a manager of such a high morale, of such a high level, Jose Mourinho, the special one himself, to Villas-Boas. Villas-Boas comes in charge, everyone's all high wonders, and then he introduces this attacking football, this attacking philosophy. And I'm no coach. I have coached. I'm 19. I have coached a little bit. I'm not qualified formally. I have done a bit of coaching. I've done a lot of playing. But my concern is with Abramovich and it's with Villas-Boas. Villas-Boas, why? Because he's suddenly introduced this attacking philosophy to football of Chelsea that I find ridiculous. Because at first it looked all beautiful, it looked all new, special, and wow, we're going to be attacking, we're not going to be defending anymore like we used to. And then suddenly we're up 2-1 against Arsenal and we lose 5-3 at Stamford Bridge. Has that ever happened? Please, can someone please explain to me how a football team of such a high standard, Chelsea Football Club, with all those players on the pitch, cannot hold a lead after 2-1 at half-time against an Arsenal team that has been struggling the whole year and got battered 8-2 against Man United? Can someone please justify that? I've had loads of people tell me, give Villas-Boas a chance, give him the time. I'm willing to give a manager time. I gave Ancelotti time. I gave Scolari time. But I'm not prepared to give Villas-Boas time. Why? Because the guy is 34 years old. He is the same age. Please, guys, think. Just take 1 second and think neutrally. Not as a Chelsea fan or a Man United fan or someone else. Think neutrally. Villas-Boas is 34 years old. He has the same age as the experience of Sir Alex Ferguson in management. Can someone please justify how a 34-year-old can come and beat Alex Ferguson with all that experience and expertise and the players he has in his Man United side? Can someone please explain that to me? If someone explains that to me, I'll shut up. But I haven't had one person try and explain that to me, and I've shut a lot of mouths with that. How can you get a 34-year-old who doesn't have experience to manage Chelsea Football Club? Chelsea Football Club is being toyed around now. People are seeing it as a toy. Abramovich is seeing it as a toy. And if you're watching this, Roman, I hope you are, Mr. Abramovich, if you're watching this, you're toying with Chelsea Football Club, and we've had enough. Okay? You've started toying with the club since you fired the best coach that we have ever had at this club, Mourinho. How can you get rid of him? For one. And then we think, okay, maybe there was a bit of trouble between them, we'll leave it, doesn't matter. Then you fire Ray Wilkins. Ray Wilkins, who was blatantly and obviously the link between Ancelotti and the team. Why? Because he speaks Italian and he speaks English fluently. He played with Ancelotti while he was younger. He knows Ancelotti. Ancelotti knows Wilkins. They know how they think with each other. They know how they do things with each other. They know how to organize, come up with a team together, because they know each other. Now, you take the link and the way, and you have Ancelotti trying to communicate with a whole squad of people that doesn't speak Italian. Can someone please just justify that to me? And now you bring in a 34-year-old who doesn't have any experience. He spent 1 year at Porto. Fair dues, he won the Portuguese League. He won the Portuguese Cup. He won the Europa League. But people are comparing him to Mourinho, which I find scandalous. Mourinho won everything in Portugal, and he won the UEFA Cup. The next year, he won the Champions League. He beat Manchester United. He beat Alex Ferguson. He went on to the final. He won the final. He won the Champions League. When you hit that, yes, no problem. You're welcome to Chelsea Football Club. That's who we want. We want a winner of a Champions League. We want a winner of loads of titles to come in and run Chelsea. Yes, that's no problem. But Villas-Boas has only won the Portuguese League, the Portuguese Cup, and the Europa League. Can someone please tell me, what does he know about the Champions League? Has he ever faced Barcelona? No. Has he ever faced Inter Milan? No. Has he ever faced Sir Alex Ferguson? No. So you're sending him into the unknown. You're sending him into the best league in the world, with the best competition in the world, with the best European competition in the world, with the best managers in the world. And you're sending him into something that he has never experienced. And you're bringing Chelsea Football Club with him. Which I find absolutely scandalous, and it's proven. He's coming with this attacking philosophy, and this all started because Abramovich does not like defensive football. That's the whole point. He wants an attacking football. Who are we? Barcelona. We're not Barcelona. We don't have Messi. We don't have Iniesta. We don't have Xavi. We don't have Pedro. We don't have Busquets. We don't have Puyol. We don't have Fabregas. We don't have anyone from Barcelona. We cannot play Barcelona football. They are unique. Football experts and analysts are saying Barcelona are a team who are playing football that we're going to see in 30 years' time. That's professional football analysts and experts, people who have doctorates and PhDs in football, who are saying Barcelona are playing football that we're going to see in 30 years' time. So let them do what they want. We're not Barcelona. We are Chelsea. Don't try and make us Barcelona. We're not Barca. And you want to bring in this attacking football philosophy. Who are we? Arsenal. Arsenal have been trying to attack for 7 years. They've won nothing. We went and played defensive. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. All the time we won 2 leagues in a row and 6 trophies in 3 years. I'm sorry. People are saying, oh no, I'd rather play attacking football. Well, you're stupid. Personally, I would rather have the 3 points. Football teams don't come. Football teams and managers and players don't come onto the pitch to entertain. They come to win. If you're here to win, you're here to win. If you're here to entertain, go to the circus. I'm not interested. I want to win. I come on the pitch, 90 minutes, I want 3 points. That's what I'm looking for. If the fans like it, they like it. They pay 50 quid to see their team win. Fine. They didn't come to see their team try to entertain and then get battered 5-3 by an Arsenal team who's been struggling all year. By an Arsenal team who's running on one player, and that's Van Persie. Seriously, you take Van Persie out of the link, You can beat Arsenal 6 or 7-0 there and then. Just take Van Persie out of the link and you can destroy Arsenal. Man United did it. So I don't get why everyone's obsessed with this attacking philosophy. Can someone please try and be critical about Mourinho's style of play now? We got battered 5-3 by an Arsenal team that is struggling, and now can someone please try and be critical about Mourinho's style of play that he was playing from 2004 to 2007? Someone please try and be critical of that. I love it. I'm sorry. I would love 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and then see us win the league. That's great. That's no problem. I don't care. I don't care if we're boring. We're not even boring. Statistics show we was the most attacking football team of that season between 2005 and 2006. Thank you very much. We had the most shots. We had the most chances. We had the most attack. So we're not boring. We're not playing defensive, technically. What Mourinho did is build the team from the defense. He solids the defense and then he builds upwards. Villas-Boas is doing the complete opposite. He's building from the attack and leaving the defense completely vulnerable. So if a team sends us on a counter like Arsenal did on 4 occasions, if we have a chance, we lose it in their box and they start with a counter attack, our defense are vulnerable. And that's how we conceded. That's how we conceded 4 goals in one half at Stamford Bridge at home against an Arsenal team that ain't that good. If someone can please justify that for me, I'll just shut up. But I'm sorry. I've loved football. I've played football. I've analysed football. I'm into coaching. This is what I want to get into. I love being able to coach players. I love being able to read tactics. I love being to analyse play, different formations, different style of plays, different mentalities, ethics, philosophies. And I study it. I'm not here to just come and open my mouth without thinking. I analyze, before I've started this video, I've analysed what I have to say and why I'm concerned. Attacking football is not working with this Chelsea team. Drop the oldies, get in some young players, build them up, go to the transfer market, go and buy some world-class players, build your team, and then tell me we're going to go and challenge against teams like Barcelona and Man United and Manchester City. Then I can understand if you're trying to compete against them or not. Because as I see it at the moment, against the Big Four, we're going to get battered at home and away against every single team. We lost against Man United. We've lost now at Arsenal at home. As far as I'm concerned, God forbid if it was Manchester City, because as far as I'm concerned, if it was Manchester City, we would have got raped about 10-0. Roman Abramovich, I hope you're watching. I hope this video somehow gets to you, or anyone from the Chelsea board. Please, think about what you're doing. Stop toying about with our club. Chelsea Football Club got into the theme, got into the feeling of winning. The routine of winning. We now know what winning feels like. We don't like the taste of losing. And there's no excuse that we shouldn't be competing with Manchester United. There's no excuse that we shouldn't be competing with Barcelona, with Real Madrid, with all these big sides. Because we were up there with them. We were the ones beating them at first. And then the best manager we've had in a long time, Mourinho, gets sacked and everything goes downhill. And then he sticks it into you lot and wins the treble with Inter Milan, goes to Real Madrid and beats Barcelona in the cup final. So he's already got a trophy with them. God knows what he's going to do this season. He's the only one that can stop Barca, to be honest. As far as I'm concerned, Villas-Boas is not fit for the job. Wait until he's 40, maybe. But 34, I'm sorry. When you have a coach the same age as Lampard and Drogba, drop me out, please. Drop me out. At least if he's won a Champions League or something. He's won the Portuguese League and the Europa League. Who plays in the Europa League? Can someone please tell me who plays in the Europa League? Teams we can beat. The Europa League are for clubs like Paris Saint-Germain. For clubs like maybe Valencia, Villarreal. For clubs like Rangers, Celtic maybe. Tottenham. B-class European teams, not A-class European teams. He hasn't even experienced what it's like to play against an A-class European club. How is he in charge of Chelsea Football Club? Please, someone try and explain that to me. I hope someone from the board is watching, from the Chelsea board or Abramovich. Abramovich, swallow your pride and get the man that everyone wants back. Once he's finished with Real Madrid, try and see what's going to happen this season with Villas-Boas. While he's done with Real Madrid, get the special one back home. Because, as far as I'm concerned, if he was left to do his job, and if you didn't intervene and buy Shevchenko without even him knowing, or intervene with the changing room, or intervene with the team and selection and all that, and let Mourinho do his job, I guarantee you, we would have at least 2 or 3 Champions League titles by now. Fact. This has to be taken in consideration. Get Mourinho back home. He is the only one that can sort this out. He is the only one that can get us back to winning ways. Can you please tell me when anyone in their right mind would have thought in Mourinho's time we would get battered 5-3 at home against Arsenal? He made one comment that I remember. Mourinho made one comment that I remember, and I use it whenever I try to coach my little ones or something. If your team concedes in training, not even in a match, in training, if your team, if you've been put into 2 teams and your team concedes more than 2 goals in a specific space of time, stop the training session. There's no excuse. Defense has to be solid. It has to be absolutely pounding. There has to be, make sure that Messi is coming up to you and he's not going to get past. No matter what, he will not get past. That's the defense we need. That's the defense we had when John Terry was on his game. When we had Ricardo Carvalho, when he was on his form. Now we've got 30, 34-year-olds in the team who aren't worth it anymore. Get into the transfer market, buy some new players, stop this attacking philosophy and this dream to become Barcelona. We are not Barcelona. Get it into your thick heads. We are not Barcelona. And if you look at the example that Arsenal were trying to do with their attacking philosophy, it got them nowhere for 7 years. They haven't won a cup in 7 years. They lost to Birmingham in the Carling Cup final. Why? Because they tried to attack. And their defense is absolutely brittle. Someone, please, think about this. I'm telling you, if Chelsea really wanted to get back to their winning ways, they can. But I'm telling you, get Jose Mourinho back home. He loves Chelsea. He wants to be at Chelsea. It's in his eyes. It's in his blood. He's admitted it. He said he wants to return to Chelsea one day. Get him back. He has unfinished business. Swallow your pride and put him in the hot seat and let him run the team as he wants. I guarantee you. And if anyone says that he doesn't, then they're stupid and they have no idea what they're talking about, and they're probably not even a Chelsea fan. I am telling you, if you let Mourinho do his job as Inter Milan did, as Real Madrid are doing, as Porto did, and as Chelsea did at first before it went all mental and Abramovich started interfering with the team, he would guarantee win the Champions League, the League, the Cup, the Carling Cup, I don't know any other trophy that exists. He would win it. I guarantee you. He wants to return to the English game. He wants to return to Chelsea. Put him back in the hot seat. Let him run the team. Let the fans get behind him, and he will do wonders. Not someone who hasn't even experienced A-class European football. Not someone who doesn't even know what it feels like to play against Man United or Barcelona or any other big club of that matter. Abramovich, swallow your pride. It's not about pride. Think about your club, think about your players, think about your fans. You are not the manager. You hire a manager to do a job. Let him do his job. That is why Mourinho left and we all know it. Let Mourinho do his job, get him back and let him do his job. I guarantee you and I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we will be champions again. We will run riot across Europe and Barcelona wouldn't even be able to stop us. Just let him do his job and get him back. That is all I have to say. Because that 5-3 loss hurt me, and it hurt a lot of people. It hurt a lot of people. While we were 2-1 up at half time. That's never happened. 2-1 up at half time and we concede 4 in the second half at home. I find that ridiculous. It's unforgivable. Theoretically, when I think about it, it's unforgivable. Swallow your pride.